We've got the brand new Milwaukee Forge batteries. They're bigger and better. And in this video, we're gonna see how they do in some head-to-head tests. This fall, Milwaukee is going to be introducing a new 8 amp hour and 12 amp hour battery to their Forge lineup. We're going to put them up against their high output counterparts with their high torque impact wrench and their brand new 7¼ inch circular saw and see how they perform head to head. We're going to go ahead and kick things off with the 8 amp hour batteries and the high torque impact wrench. For our first test, we're going to go ahead and hook up a 19 mil bit. We've got a 10-inch half-inch lag bolt. I mean, these things are heavy duty. This is what we use for our standard impact wrench, impact driver testing, just to see how far it can drive it into this block. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drive this with the high output 8 amp hour battery, and we'll give you the times afterwards. After that first run, the high output battery was able to sink this lag bolt in 25.52 seconds, while the Forge was able to do it 30% faster at 17.56 seconds. Now, from my hands to your ears, the tool was working way better with the Forge battery. I mean, honestly, it felt smoother. Whenever the impact was hitting, it felt a lot smoother. It was driving the bolt consistently. It didn't ever slow down. Genuinely impressed. Now, we're going to move over to the 12 amp hours. We got 2 more bolts to go. Let's see how they do. On our second round of tests, the 12 amp hour high output battery was able to sink our lag bolt in 19.78 seconds, while the 12 amp hour Forge was able to do it in a blazing 12.4 seconds. Again, that is a 37% increase over the high output's time. Now, to put things even more in perspective, if you wanted to stick with the lower weight of an 8 amp hour battery, the 8 amp hour battery at 17.56 seconds still outpaces the high output 12 amp hour battery. So, lighter weight, still working faster, really cool results. That was a very definitive test. Really loved seeing how fast the lags were sinking, and not only that, but how much more efficiently the tool was able to work. I mean, really, it's hard in TV land out there, but this impact wrench was working much smoother and much more efficiently with the Forge battery over the high output. Still did good with the high output, but it definitely was noticeable. Very cool stuff. We're going to move over to our circular saw test, where we're going to run these same batteries against each other, and let's see how they do. In this test, we're going to be using Milwaukee's brand new 2834 7¼ inch circular saw. We've got the same 8 and 12 amp hour high output batteries, and we've got the 8 and 12 Forge batteries. We're going to test the 8s first, then the 12s, then we'll give you the results. Here we go. After our first round of cuts, the 8 amp hour high output was able to make the cut in 7.68 seconds, while the Forge battery was able to do it in 6 seconds flat. Right about a 21% increase in speed. Now, there's not a wildly practical way for us to test how fast these saws can cut because, frankly, this saw was cutting as fast as I could move. So, I mean, I'm not going to run behind the saw, but at the same time, that's no slouch. The real benefit here, I think, with Forge is that it seems you'll probably get more cuts per charge and, extend your day a little bit longer, but still nothing wrong with the high output battery. But it was really cool to see Forge moving that much faster. All right, we're going to move over to the 12s. In our final circular saw test, the 12 amp hour high output was able to make the cut in 6.04 seconds, and the Forge 12 amp hour was able to do it in 4.24 seconds. Unbelievable. Once again, the saw was cutting faster than I could move. Really cool performance. The crazy thing is that we're seeing some parallels between our impact wrench test and our circular saw test, where we're seeing a 30% increase with the Forge battery over the high output, and once again, the Forge 8 amp hour outpaced the 12 amp hour high output battery. Still really cool. That makes Forge one of the most dominating batteries across the board in our testing. I mean, really neat stuff. So, what do you think? Are you gonna jump over to the Forge batteries, or are you gonna stick with the high output? If you're looking for these batteries, you can get them on acme.com come up here in the fall. I believe you'll also be able to get them at Home Depot. If you have any questions for us, leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.